issue, Michael draws on his home brewing experience to try and make ethanol, a high-octane fuel.
At home, I make alcohol, so I know how to make a still.
To ferment sugar into alcohol, it's important to have a really clean space. So the first thing I'm going to do is really scrub out this Vopa container and use a little bleach to make sure it's sterile so I don't pick up excess bacteria.
Michael uses ingredients found on a recent scavenge outside the colony to make his mash.
I'm going to stir it in to try and get that sugar so it's actually well blended. The yeast will reproduce itself, so I'm giving it a good amount just to start, but I don't want to overdo it so it works too quickly and eats up all the fuel too quickly.
Fermentation is a process of breaking sugars into simpler molecular components. This is usually done using yeast, a single-celled fungus that feeds on sugar and produces ethanol and carbon dioxide as byproducts.
All right. We've done what we can.
Now we wait.
2 days ago, Michael made the mash that will ultimately fuel the airplane engine. Now he'll build a still to refine it.
My plan is to have this kettle, this metal box, as my kettle. I'm going to cook it in, and then the fire will go in here. We're going to run copper pipe about 20 feet down this way.
Michael's plan is to distill the alcohol by heating the mash in a metal box, causing vapor to rise up through a pipe, which then travels down a long copper tube, cooling the vapor, which condenses as pure liquid alcohol.
And it will find its way downhill down the pipe and into my container, and then I'll have fuel. Oh yeah, this baby's gonna work well.
For the escape boat engine, my priority this week is to distill alcohol for fuel. I'm very excited about the still.
I mean, if this pipe holds, that's it. Still's ready to go.
Michael knows from his home brewing experience that the mash will be ready for distilling in about a week. He and George test the unit with water.
Oh, it didn't crack.
Here, and look at that steam coming out.
Oh, is it coming out? Okay, go check the other end.
There's steam coming out this end.
Steam?
Yeah! There it goes.
Condensed water is proof that the still is capable of producing alcohol.
It's definitely cooling off by the time it gets to the pipe.
This is a huge accomplishment. I am very, very, very impressed. This is amazing. I'm blown away.
All right.